Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Okay, so this is the second leg of my journey. I just drove 13 and a half-ish hours straight. So I'm tired. It's actually only like 10:45, so I got up early. I made the whole rest of the trip. It was not that bad of a drive, but you know, sitting in a car that long, your ass hurts. Like it's just not great. I mean, it's not the car's fault. It's just sitting down that long without being able to get up when you need to sucks. I'm gonna share the final fuel economy numbers because they are actually quite impressive. So let me show you here. Got all kinds of junk in here. The engine needs to be running to do it. So I'm not sure how well this is coming out, but as you can see there, as soon as that goes away, this is the final trip information. 27, it was 27.3, but idling in this thing uses crazy amount of fuel. So 27.2, let's call it 1,518.5 miles and 25 hours and 17 minutes. I reset this one right when I got the car, so this is actually what it got for that whole trip. So we can do a little bit of math and figure out the average speed, but of course that average speed is just an average, so it includes time I was just sitting there, so it's not like I drove slow. The entire time I drove either I usually would try to stay like 5 to 10 above the speed limit. I didn't want to go too crazy because even though I had my Valentine 1, I definitely didn't want to like get any tickets. It would just completely destroy the ROI on my trip and driving so long to pick up this car. So if I got a ticket, it would like hurt my numbers. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't do anything too stupid where I would get a ticket. With that being said, I did take a stop in Mexico a couple times with other cars, and my top speed on this thing now reads 125 miles an hour. So at least went 125 miles an hour. Did a few pulls. It wasn't just sitting there trying to hypermile or anything stupid like that. I was driving, like most of the time I was driving 77. There were a few times it was a little bit slower depending on the city I was in. I mean, this is a 1,500 mile trip, so I went absolutely everywhere. So the car was great, very comfortable. As you can see, I've kind of got it a mess with all my junk, but very comfortable to drive. I would just adjust the lumbar support all the time to try to get my back to not hurt as much. Like just sitting this long in a car is awful. I don't see how anyone could be like a long haul truck driver or something, because I'm completely worn out after this 13 hours I've been in the car. So just want to show the car a little bit. I didn't really see how well it fared in terms of bugs and stuff. Oh, apparently that's a light. What does it do? Oh, I guess it just illuminates the door. I've been looking at this little thing trying to figure out what the hell it is, because this one's the blind spot monitoring, but this one I was like, what the fuck is that? So apparently it's just a little light. So anyway, you can see lots of bugs here. I hope I didn't get too many rock chips. Definitely a lot of bugs on the car. So we'll have to take this all off and then probably wash the car real good, but I hope that helped. There were a few spots. I think the one down here, they started coming off, and this one started coming off as well. So once I get it all cleaned up, we'll see what kind of actual damage there is. Hopefully it's little or none. Yeah, I think the painter's tape probably helped somewhat. At least let's hope it did. So yeah, that's it. 27.2 miles per gallon in a car with 485 horsepower is extremely impressive. I mean, those are like some of the numbers that my WRX would get with those types of conditions, having only 270 horsepower. And it's probably better than an STI would get. I know I often hate on the STI. I don't dislike the STI. I don't like the STI's engine. I feel like it needs to be redone. Other than that, the car is amazing. So I don't hate the STI. I just don't like the fuel economy it gets, because it doesn't have enough power to justify that kind of mileage. So anyway, 27.2 is phenomenal. I don't know how to express enough how impressive that is. This is a big, heavy car. This car probably weighs 4,400 pounds. I don't know what it weighs exactly, but it's a lot. And 485 horsepower, getting 27.2 miles per gallon in a, I mean, it is all highway, but still, like that is, even that highway is excellent. So pretty good. I think as far as my total fuel cost over the 1,500 miles, it would cost about 45 bucks per fill up. This one, I'm in Texas here, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. And I have like a quarter of a tank left, or almost a quarter of a tank left. So I think it'll probably cost around in the $40 ballpark here. So I think the total fuel price for this trip will be something like 160, 170-ish, which isn't too bad. I mean, for 1,500 miles in a car like this, and I'm putting premium in it, which some places it's a big price difference to regular. So yeah, other than that, the car did great. Was pretty easy to drive, and I just cruised. So pretty nice. So that's it. Just wanted to give a quick update on the road trip. Tomorrow or in the next couple days, I'll get her cleaned up, and then we can kind of talk about the car, like what I paid, some of the plans for it, and just kind of everything in general. So that's it for now. Peace, guys.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the